It featured terrible metaphors, awkward acting, and it was pulled down quicker than a groom's pants on his wedding night. But there was something about the Australian government endorsed Milkshake consent video that a lot of people seem to miss. As a response to public outrage about poor consent education, the Australian government released a bunch of teaching material. One of these was a video that used smearing a milkshake on someone's face as a metaphor for consent. The video was widely lampooned and quickly taken down. But in all of this, I noticed something was being overlooked. And if you haven't seen it yet, here's my quick recap. It starts with a couple drinking milkshakes. He tries a bit of hers, he doesn't like it. Annoyed that her milkshake hasn't brought this boy to the yard, she smears her unnaturally thick milkshake into his face. He's vaguely annoyed, she doesn't care. The narrator talks about a yes line, maybe zone, and rich inner worlds overlaid by some kind of football field. She keeps treating his reaction as a joke, he takes no action. More football field animations escalate from pizza to butt groping. He gets annoyed again, but doesn't do anything, and she keeps treating him like a joke. He reevaluates the relationship, concluding the fact she's pretty, has wavy hair, and lets him kiss her occasionally means it's worth saving. He sulks in vague terms about the way she treats him and meekly asks for an apology, which she unenthusiastically gives. Rewind to an alternate universe that also featured selfies where he tries to walk away but doesn't have the courage to follow through. He then gets a coating of sprinkles and continues sulking. She has an unrealistic moment of self-awareness, asks for forgiveness, he declines but hangs around anyway, making a poor attempt to clean his face. She has another unrealistic moment of self-awareness before he finally leaves. She seeks validation from this guy who gives her a card for a counselling service that he just happens to carry around before he runs away. A montage of their relationship flashes up with sad music while the narrator carries on about respectful relationships and line moves. Now, apart from the shoehorned reference to butt grabbing, the video's main message seemed to be less about consent and more about poor treatment in a relationship. The situation presented is an extreme case of what can happen when someone has contempt and disrespect for their partner. There's never an excuse for bad behavior, but in situations like this, it's important to keep in mind there's not much of a chance she'd be acting this way if she was on a milkshake date with Timothée Chalamet, Jason Momoa, or some other really hot guy that she was into. In other words, she's no longer all that interested in her boyfriend, and she sees their relationship as seriously deteriorated. My read on the scenario is that her attraction to him has dropped because she realizes he won't enforce any boundaries. She is subconsciously walking all over this guy to see if he has any boundaries at all, but all he ends up doing is sulking about it.
What are you doing? I'm really angry at you right now. I hate you so much right now.
And he can tell her how mean she is all he wants, but without action, those are empty words. It's important to realize there are people out there who will walk all over you if they think you won't enforce any boundaries. That is not an excuse for their bad behavior, but you can control your reaction to it. I just wouldn't recommend doing this.
Sometimes I don't like the way you treat me, and I need you to apologize so I know you've understood what you've done.
Don't get too caught up in demanding someone apologizes. If they've done something small, just tell them, hey, I don't appreciate that. It'd be nice if you didn't do that. Can you please stop? If they want to apologize after that, that's up to them. If it's something over the top like a milkshake being smeared in your face, get up and leave. They know they've done something wrong, and removing your attention is the most powerful way of saying that you don't accept it. I know there's going to be some people out there who say they're in a similar situation to the one in the video and it had nothing to do with boundaries. That's fine, but the advice is still the same. Get up and leave. No one has the right to treat you badly. I don't love this video, but it does show what can happen if someone treats you with contempt and you don't enforce boundaries. This video clumsily tried to talk about respectful relationships, but if you know a school or organization that needs clear, understandable help in this area, I run respectful relationships presentations specifically tailored to teen boys and young men. These use real-world situations and leave the audience in no doubt where they stand on a range of consent and relationship issues. And all of that without a single milkshake metaphor. If you'd like more information, check out the link in the description and let me know in the comments what you think of the Milkshake consent video.